Hi everyone, Frank and I wanted to provide a recap of the Township Committee meeting that took place Tuesday, September 6th.
At the meeting, we pointed out that the DPW site had contaminated soils around leaking underground fuel storage tanks dumped and buried there in the early 90s. Not only did the environmental firm omit this fact, their follow-up testing, curiously, did not include the relevant toxicity reports for soil borings taken from the portions of the dump where there was known contamination. This seems like gross negligence on the part of the environmental firm.
The Township Committee relented and has agreed to allow a resident group access to the site for an independent environmental investigation. This is an important win for our community and shows that residents have the ability to keep their elected representative accountable. As a reminder, the Township Committee is pushing through a 75-unit, high-density, income-segregated housing project at the contaminated site, in spite of all of your concerns.
Also, the township attorney indicated that our contention that the planning board is illegally constituted would need to be investigated. Interestingly enough, the planning board abruptly canceled their meeting the following day. This is a grave matter and only underscores how essential it is for township committee members to conduct proper due diligence when spending your tax dollars. It is clear that the professionals retained by our town, whether it is the municipal and planning board attorneys or the engineering firm retained to conduct environmental due diligence, are not serving the interests of the residents.
It is a fact that Millburn can revisit its fair share settlement agreement, but it is critical for us to re-engage with fair share housing with new, independent legal counsel that will fight for our town and our residents. Unlike what a certain committee member stated on Tuesday, it is not true that the housing project will either go on the dump or the Millburn train station. There are many alternative locations and avenues to satisfy our constitutional affordable housing obligation without destroying the character of our town.
It was eye-opening to hear one township committee member say she signed the fair share housing agreement under duress. And we were also shocked to learn that a different township committee member wants to raise your taxes without providing concrete benefits from the tax revenue. We commit to never signing anything under duress or proposing tax increases without proper justification.
Frank and I will continue to bring transparency around the dump site and other high-density development plans for our community. As always, if you have any questions or comments regarding the Township Committee or other topics in our community, please send us a message at oingandfrank.com. Thank you, Millburn.